Okay, we've got our gun loaded, we've got it protected within within my coveralls. We're now going to get ready for entering the cow, so we're going to take a plastic sleeve, disposable plastic sleeve, and so what I'll do is just to make sure that they load up. And I'm going into the cow with my left hand, so I'm going to put the glove on my left hand, and I'll pull it up. Now I've got a small hemostat here that I use to keep it up from falling back down. You can also use a elastic band if you so wish. I also have got a number of paper towels already that I can use to wipe the cow off with. And now I'm going to use some lube. Now it's critical that you do use lube. There's mineral oil such as we have here. There's also an AI gel that can be used, or you can use a small amount of vegetable soap. But it's important that you do use lube to help facilitate getting your glove into the rectum of the cow. So I'm going to put just a little bit on, you don't need much, and you just work it in between your fingers of your gloved hand, and I will also have a paper towel ready to go. So now it's important that as you're approaching the cow that she does know that you're there. So you don't spook her and she doesn't try to kick back, so you let her know that you're there. Also, once I stand behind the cow, I'm going to stand sideways to her so that if she does throw a boot, it possibly will go either in front or behind me, and I'm offering less of a target. Got my paper towel in one hand. I'm going to pick up the tail. I'm going to take my pointed fingers and I'm going to insert my hand with my pointed fingers into the rectum of the cow. Next thing I do in one motion is get rid of the tail. Flip it over, and you'll then be able to block it with your forearm to keep it from getting in the way. Okay, once I've got my hand inserted in the rectum of the cow is going to start to push back, and we're going to use some of those convulsions in there to pull the manure back out. When I'm pulling the manure out, I do not take my hand out of the rectum. You want to leave your hand inside. If you do pull your hand out of the rectum, she's going to suck air in past your arm, and that just blows the whole rectum up, and you don't get a good feel for the cervix. Once I've got the manure out, or as much of it as I can, I'm going to then take my paper towels and I'm going to wipe down. I'm going to go down and away. I'm on the other side, the left side, I'm going down and away. And one more, just to make sure that we're clean. I'm using a separate paper towel each time, just so that I don't track unnecessary manure back where I've wiped. I've got another paper towel that I have folded up, and I'm just leaving it into the cleft of the vulva lips. Like so, opens up the vulva. Okay, I'm now entering the gun in through the open lips of the vulva, and I'm running it along a 45-degree angle. Get the tail over. Okay. So I'm now progressing the gun up along the vagina of the cow. I have also now palpated the cervix, and I have the cervix within the grasp of my hand, and I have moved the gun up onto the face of the cervical os, or the front of the cervix, and I'm now steering the gun into the cervical canal. She's got a nice long cylindrical cervix. I've got my fingers right around it, and I can manipulate that cervix now, and so my gun is now passing through. I'm into the first ring, a little more manipulation, and past the second. I'm now past the third cervical ring. I'm now swinging my hand around the cervix and bringing my index finger perpendicular down past the end of the juncture of the cervix and the body of the uterus. And I can now feel my rod tip coming out, and just double check myself to make sure that I'm at the juncture of the cervical canal and the body of the uterus, and I am now going to inseminate or inoculate the semen into the body of the uterus. As you're inoculating that semen into it, you want to count between 5 and 7. You want a slow, steady, even deposition of semen into the uterine body. And if she kicks or belches or shifts position on you as you're depressing the plunger, stop, stay with her, lean against her, let her settle back down, and then re-identify your rod tip. If you don't re-identify your rod tip, she only has to take a half a step back and you can be up the right horn. So I'm going to just re-identify, and then I will continue to deposit the rest of the semen into the uterine body. Once I'm finished depositing the semen, I'm going to pull the gun back slow and steady, and I will exit the rectum of the cow.